It was a cold winter's day on Sodor. Snow had fallen in patches and Christmas was right around the corner. Thomas was on a siding from the night before. Mr. Dawson came up to him to tell him his job for the day. "Good morning, Thomas," said Mr. Dawson. "Good morning, sir," replied Thomas. "I have a very important job for you today. You are to take the annual holiday train on its normal route. You will be working on a schedule with Edward. At the end of the route, there is a small siding which you are to go on to allow Edward to pass. You will wait there with the passengers until Edward passes by again. Then you are clear to go back to the station." "Oh, yes, sir," replied Thomas happily. Then he puffed away to find his snowplow, Christmas hat, and special coach. Thomas had learned all too well to pay attention to shift managers, Sir Topham Hatt, and Mr. Dawson from his past mistakes. In the past, Thomas had caused many accidents from not listening. Wait, what year is this, narrator? 2017, Thomas. I'm 102 years old now? Yes, now back to the story. Soon Thomas's snowplow and hat were fitted, was coupled to a special coach, and was heading back to the station. Thomas got to the station just in time for the first passengers to board. "Bust my buffers," said Thomas. "There's a lot of people. I'm going to be busy all day." And he was. Thomas was busy for hours, puffing back and forth, back and forth. Every time he pulled into the siding, he peeped hello to Edward. Edward always responded with a toot toot. Thomas was waiting in the station for the last of the passengers of the next train to board. "Phew," said Thomas, "this has been a long day." The conductor blew his whistle, and Thomas started to pull out. Then there was trouble. A lady with a ticket for that train just arrived as Thomas was pulling out. Mr. Dawson was trying to flag Thomas down. Luckily, the conductor saw the flag and blew his whistle to stop Thomas. Thomas applied his brakes and stopped not too far from the station. He quickly backed up to allow the lady to get on board. By the time the lady got on, Edward was on his way. "We must hurry," said Thomas. He blew a loud, long whistle and started down the track. Thomas was puffing down the line very quickly when there was more trouble. Edward was coming down the line right towards Thomas. "Look out, Thomas!" cried Edward. Thomas stopped quickly and started backing up. "Faster, Thomas, faster!" "I'm trying, Edward," called Thomas. Edward started to slow down to avoid a crash. Edward and Thomas stopped just outside a station. "Phew," said Edward. "That was close." "It was indeed," replied Thomas. "A passenger almost missed this train and I got flagged down. She made it on the train when we left as you were coming in." "That's why you weren't on the siding," exclaimed Edward. "Yes," replied Thomas. Thomas and Edward worked the rest of the day calmly with no other accidents. Thomas still whistled hello to Edward, and Edward still whistled hello back.